And here on the main stage, good morning to Poland. Hello, Robert, and hello, Joanna.
Hello,
Welcome
good morning.
to the Lingo Connection, and I will leave you to your session, and I'll see you in 30 minutes.
Thank you very much. Greetings from Poland. It's 8 o'clock in the morning here, so good morning, everyone. It's good time to start the next presentation. My name is Robert from Lean Enterprise Institute, Poland, and I have a pleasure of introducing the next speaker, who is Joanna Herring from Kompania Piwowarska, which is part of Asahi company. They produce beer, and they do a lot of activities to better understand and improve their processes using the Gemba walk approach. They even build the whole system of Gemba walks, so you will see it in a minute. So it's going to be a very interesting presentation, especially for those of you who love beer and enjoy Gemba walks. So Joanna, the stage is yours. Let's go for a Gemba walk.
Hello, everyone, all around the world. I will take you today for a journey, how in our company we get known that Gemba walk is a minor skill of managers who would like to be visible in Gemba, engage their employees and support continuous improvement. As Robert said, my name is Joanna. I'm holding a position in Poznań Brewery Development Manager in Poland. I have been associated with Lean since my University of Technology in Gdańsk and have been developing this passion for Lean for 19 years of my experience. So I love Lean. So let me introduce first my company. As Robert said, Kompania Piwowarska is a part of Asahi Europe and International Group, represented by 19 breweries in Europe. We belong to Group Asahi. We are a leader in Europe. We host first position in 4 countries: Poland, Czech Republic, Romania, and Hungary. Second position in Slovakia and Italy. Third position in Netherlands, and fifth in United Kingdom and Ireland. So as you can see, we're hiring 10,000 employees. With production in eight countries, almost 49 million beer per year, exporting to 19 markets. We get even in this year title of an exporter of 2023 in Poland. We offer beer from all segments, focusing especially on developing a premium segments and 0.0. We brew lagers, international beers, flavored, non-alcoholic, and specialties. I hope you know a few of them. Gemba walk system. Now let me introduce our Gemba walk system. We started our journey with Gemba walks in 2019. You may think that we have big experience from 4 years. It's not like that. Unfortunately, the rules of the behaviors required during Gemba walk were against COVID-19, which we experienced in 2020-2022. So we a little failed at the beginning, but we didn't give up. We still developing our approach to Gemba walk. We started our journey in Lech Browary Wielkopolski in Poznań. We wanted to achieve our goal for the year, engaged team. We were inspired by other company that it is only possible to have engaged employee with engaging leaders. By building a culture of engaging leader visible in Gemba, we wanted to create an environment of motivation, cooperation, and open communication. We knew that Gemba walk approach focus only on facts, not opinion, or incomplete data. We knew that the eye of a master does more work than his both hands. So we try to learn about coaching approach like Gemba walk. which allows to develop our people with respect. Before we started, we learned that in Gemba, people try to make shortcuts by noticing irregulation or suggesting best solution. Imagine what happens when our managers try to do the Gemba walk in their own way. Normally, most often, the effort can be classified in one of 4 Gemba walk styles. First style is a hunter. The manager goes somewhere on site, hiding even slightly behind the machine or pillar, and waiting for a waste or any deviation from company's safety rules, 5S or other. He can ask, who put this bottle on unmarked place? Such question causing alarm situation at people. Well, somehow, I'm sure there was a sense that the manager was present in Gemba. Second style is savior. This time, our performing Gemba walk manager goes on his area with best tool to solve all problems, his mobile phone. He's looking for an opportunity to help employees because so many times he has heard that his primary responsibility is to solve all the problems. Oh, really? The caps and labels didn't arrive for the next bottling? Wait, I will call and ask them to do that. You have been waiting here for 20 minutes for maintenance? Damn, what are they doing there? I will get them immediately. Is this manager or fireman? Fifth style is a preacher. The boss, he is on his first day after soft skill training, church with a new skill, going for a Gemba and saying, you know that safety is the most important in our brewery. The boss is going to other employees to learn them how to maintain 5S in workstation. And I should say, people don't like to be told what to do. Style 4 is on handshake. Our manager, to maintain a good relationship in the team, starts every day with Gemba walk, moving from station to station, and greetings everyone. For example, hi, congratulations for your son, for your mother, wife, and other. This satisfied manager returns to office feeling good, fulfilled obligation. Yes, this Gemba walk actually feels like a holding everything under control. But please remember, we have to learn to walk before we run. We built our system of Gemba walk step by step, and finally we use it every day. I will show you some of those elements. But first, at the beginning, we should understand what is Gemba. Can you imagine that you are renovating an apartment or building a house? You can probably imagine how important it is to verify the quality of the work performed by those contractors. If you want to make sure how the people are working, we can go and ask them, but in other situation, we can ask them to present a PowerPoint, or we can ask them to call to us and tell how the work is going, or we can send them email and asking to respond. So probably in those 3 last situations, you probably feel that this is not 100% sure that we will know how the process is going. It is only possible by being in Gemba and observing the process is performed. Every industry has its own Gemba because this is where the work takes place, where production, where the value is created, where the place where things happen. But I have to tell that the Gemba is not only in production system. It can be even in banking, in supplying raw materials, electricity management, administrative processes. Everywhere is Gemba. Gemba is also the place where the problem appears. We should always start with Gemba, go and see the problem to better understand it. You can use sentence, then come and show me. And finally, Gemba is a place where we can find opportunity to improvement. We can improve our processes even if they are currently running according to the standard. So we should go and see. Seems simple, but without Gemba work structure, it is not as we think. When we started in 2019, we have a plan how to work, but we were working too much and too short time to perform it correctly. COVID-19 make it simply impossible. Looking on our past experience, we decided to change that in this year. So what managers exactly should do during Gemba? For sure, they should develop employees using PDCA philosophy. It is an excellent opportunity to develop them through Gemba coaching. Thanks to the structure of the conversation during Gemba work, manager will help employee to understand root cause of the problem. Will inspire employees to search solution of their own. Will help employees to see waste and engage them to eliminate it. And finally, he can guide employees how can they improve his behaviors and their habits to show the right attitude to continuous improvement. So how we build the schedule of Gemba walks? You probably know traditional leadership, where people have no sense of responsibility for what they do. Responsibility is from the top of the management and respond for needs from employees. You can hear in such company, I don't set those rules. Should I call the manager? This is a company's policy. In one side, this is natural when we need to set mission and vision in such organization. But finally, the leadership should change. Thanks to Gemba, we invert our leadership in right way. Now, our leaders are at the bottom, so they can respond for their employees. Thanks to that, employees become more responsible. We built our schedule with 19 managers and director, one person, go for a Gemba walk every 2 weeks. Same as brewery management team, 7 person, every 2 weeks on Gemba. Then area management, 11 person, go every 3 weeks, but they are always on Gemba as owner of area, and employees are always present on every Gemba walk. Looking at our goals, we decided to focus in on 30 areas, 5-6 processes on each area. As I mentioned before, we changed our approach this year. Now we are going in pairs of managers and an owner. This year, we started a new schedule from April. Up to the end of this year, we go to Gemba. We plan to go for Gemba 267 times. Up to now, our percentage of realization is 82%. We still struggling mostly with time. In each area, we have visual boards of Gemba walk. Here we can see a schedule. It is visible on the board, the dedicated invitation we have in our calendars. We changed that from previous version, and from that year, we started to tracking our performed Gemba walks online to see that the leaders are visible in areas. We have also on the board code. We developed it at the beginning, and it is still the same. So we have 10 Gemba walk rules in the code. We wanted that Gemba walk becomes a part of our organization culture, because it's not just about walking, it's about communicating with people to make them want to improve their processes. Our rules guide Gemba walkers through the Gemba, but also allow them to inspire the direction, what to look, and what to do when things go wrong or good. During Gemba walk, in simple words, we go and see and show respect. It is very important for us to have maximum 15 correct plans for Gemba walk in PDCA cycle. This is an example of our boards. So what should we track on action plan? We can plan experiments. We can have new standards or change the standards. Further action end-to-end process, because we cannot even finish in one Gemba walk, one process. We have learnings to communicate in team or other process improvements. Why processes? Why we have chosen processes to observe and learn in Gemba? When we have tasks to do in our daily work, we are not sure it is always easy. Sometimes it's difficult. What happened then? If the processes are not standardized, the work we do is the best way we can. In such situation, problem occur, we try to solve it, and it is classical firefighting. In such situation, we get frustrated. To work effectively in such condition, we built in companies system of penalty and rewards to achieve good results. This is a short-term approach because in long term, it can decrease motivation and cause exhaustion of employees. What happens then? People who want to avoid punishment, they do not show every problems. They simply hiding them. Building a culture of problem solving this is the difficult task. We're struggling with that in the breweristic. When we do not have standards but rely on individuals, we put a lot of pressure on few to achieve results. So in that situation, we need huge effort, but results can be still no good. When we have a real data, no one is afraid to report a problem. Please remember, it doesn't mean we don't have problems if we do not talk about them. Finally, problems are an opportunity to improve. We have a blame-free environment. It is easier to train new people. In such organization, manager and employee is a team. Therefore, when we have good processes, we need only normal efforts to have good results. And the work is calm and pleasant. During Gemba Walk Train the Trainers, we train internal experts and Gemba Walk coaches to implement the system in practice across the brewery. We were practicing during those trainings Gemba Walk with observer, getting from them feedback at the end. During the implementation of Gemba Walk, we gave our employees 10 commandments, the application of which we allow them to be in Gemba correctly. I will read them all, but focus only on a few to explain, I think, the most difficult to reach. So the first one, avoid imposing on employee how to improve their process or workplace. The most valuable ideas come from people. Spend at least 8 hours on a given process. We make mistake if we think that we know more than them. So never jump to solution. Gemba Walk is not the place that to show how smart we are. Don't come to Gemba Walk just to tick the box. Don't do everything by yourself. It's micromanagement. If you can do everything by yourself, why do you hire people? Your job is to motivate people to change and improve. Do not come with decision already made. Don't be afraid to solve problems. Something needs to be done about them. Do not look away for fear that you will find a lot of hard to solve problems. You will handle with that. You are not a hunt on hunt, and you are not looking for a clothes for an employee. Gemba Walk is not the time to solve problems and make changes. Keep your surprise and reaction under control. During Gemba, we will see many things that will amaze or surprise us. You need to keep your reaction under control. Remember to respect the employee you talk to. We are talking with employees at all levels. Use corporate jargon and commonly used technical phrases. And the last, most important, ask 5 why, 5 how, and 5, not 5 who. Never start the conversation from who. Remember how, what, and why. So how we build a good questions? We need to look at the people in terms of their potential for the future, not what they have achieved so far as a past performance. Gemba Walk is kind of coaching which aims to unlock the potential of employees to act. Coach relies on what the employee has to say, what he already knows, he built on previous experience. Therefore, it is not enough to go just for Gemba. It's important to talk with people. During Gemba, it is worth to asking open questions. Open questions are questions that cannot be answered yes or no. Remember, start with how, what, and to solve problems, 5 why. We gave our employees tips how to ask correct questions. This is in Polish, but this is our tips. Process support to taking care of Gemba Walk. We gave our employees materials to help them during Gemba Walks. You can see pad for notes with structure of questions. Here are Gemba Walk definition, rules of Gemba Walk, tips how to ask correct questions, and 10 commandments, which you know already. And additionally, standard for notes. To make it easier for employees to ask questions, we have prepared, thanks to Lean Enterprise Institute Polska, set of questions for basic lean processes. It is worth having ready questions for the beginning of conversation about given process and be prepared. Working in Gemba with prepared questions at the beginning, it is a best solution. Later, it will be more natural. Could you imagine if you ask your employees in your company that your manager will spend with you every day 30, 60 minutes, helping him to solve his problem? What do you think you will hear from them? We are still in our journey, so we are looking for continuous improvement in Gemba Walk by asking questions. Please look what our Gemba Walkers think about our system. First question we ask, how do you implement the go and see ideas with Gemba Walk? We get many valuable answers. Those to show us a sense of Gemba Walk. As a moderator of the systemic problem solving session, I start solving problems from Gemba. Gemba Walk has become part of our organizational culture, not only as a formal process according to the schedule. Next question, what do you think are the real benefits that can be achieved with Gemba Walks? We get many answers. I like mostly those. Better understanding of the problems. During Gemba Walk, we are verifying facts. You can see on board's meeting who was in Gemba or not. Gemba is a myth buster. During Gemba Walk, we build the morale that together we look for areas to improve. Everyone involved has a chance to see same, which limits the amount of information transmitted by the dumb phone. For question, what difficulties do you have during Gemba Walks? We get many answers. I think we should especially focus on scheduling our meetings. After COVID, we have so many, because in few answers, we get the same problem, time availability and our calendar. Time for all meetings and an availability of people attending Gemba. high dynamic of work causes not enough time for conducting Gemba walks. And finally, question, what potential do you see in the future development of Gemba walks? And again, time is our potential. If we do not change the structure of our meetings, the process may end. We do not want to. So that's all. Thank you very much for your attention, and especially Lean Enterprise Institute Poland for an invitation on that conference. And I think the special thanks is to team of Poznań Brewery. I keep my fingers crossed for a consequence in every performed Gemba walk. We are Lech. Cheers.
Okay, thank you very much, Joanna. Very interesting presentation. We still have a bit of time, so let's take a question from the chat. What people are asking about is what was the biggest challenge in implementing Gemba walk system at your brewery?
The biggest challenge was this schedule. As I mentioned, we have at the beginning more Gemba walks, and the time was shorter, and we do not have satisfaction about that, because when we started go for a Gemba, we started the process end to end, and the time has end. Yes, so we decided to have 60 minutes. And the less Gemba walks to have better understanding of our processes. We learn a lot. My opinion is when we go for a Gemba and we heard from employee, I learned something, and we learn something, this is the best Gemba walk we can have.
All right. We got one comment here that you got a beautiful T-shirt, Joanna.
Thank you very much.
I see a lot of lean. All right, and one more question here from Spain. What would you recommend for the company that have no lean at all? Would you recommend to implement the Gemba walk system or some standardized Gemba walks, or rather go the direction of lean assessment or even value stream map? What would you recommend, Joanna?
I do not exactly value stream mapping, but I recommend to be close to the people, because I think lean is a smart way to improve continuous improvement when we are with people and we know what they need. So if you will go for a Gemba, you will know what your waste do you have on the production, what your people need, and then you can apply all the tools, not starting from the tools, start from what the people need, and then they will love lean with you.
All right. One more question. How do you address the leaders who refuse to do Gemba walks?
Refuse to go for a Gemba, yes? I didn't hear. Okay. Now we do not have leaders who are refusing to go, but I can hear that we do not have enough time. They try to make it quickly. I was once in the situation where the employee wasn't on production, and they asked, so we were on Gemba and wanted to tick the box. And I said, we cannot. We should change the time of the Gemba walk. Please go again, because we didn't saw our process. So I think consequence. We have to be consequence in our Gemba walk and do less, but better quality.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Robert. Great to have you.
Bye.
See you next time.
See you.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.